Friends? We've only gone out together 3 times, and already you're telling me you just want to be friends? You never gave me a chance, and for that, you'll fry like a pork sausage.
It's not that I don't like you, it's just that, well, you're too nice a guy, I guess. I think I'd rather go out with someone more unpredictable.
Hello.
This doesn't look like the Lincoln Tunnel, Sam.
Looks to me like a marginally volatile hostage situation, Max.
Ooh, does this mean we get to kick some puffy white mad scientist butt?
Can't think of a reason not to.
You'll be of no use, freelance police. With the flip of a lever, my ungrateful lunch date will be reduced to a half cup of disoriented atomic matter.
I knew he wasn't a real doctor.
Shall I confront, subdue, and pummel the suspected perpetrator, Sam?
Sick him up, little buddy.
Ooh! Ow!
Hey, nice one.
Yikes!
Huh?
He's not a real guy, Sam. Can I keep his head for a souvenir? Why do you suppose it's ticking?
That's no head, Max. It's one damned ugly time bomb. Let's leave this criminal cesspool pronto.
Good idea, Sam. Maybe we can ditch the head somewhere while the credits are running. You mind if I drive?
Not if you don't mind me clawing at the dash and shrieking like a cheerleader.
Sam, is pronto a real word?
Goodbye, Sam and Max. I'll never forget all you've done here today.
Okay guys, so we're playing Sam and Max Hit the Road today. This is a game that I used to enjoy as a kid, and we're just gonna dig right into it.
Well, that was a pleasantly understated credit sequence.
I enjoyed the cheesy retro ambiance.
What the hell are you talking about, Max?
Sam, either termites are burrowing through my skull, or one of us is ticking.
Oops. Oh, yeah. Max, where should I put this so it doesn't hurt anyone we know or care about?
Out the window, Sam. There's nothing but strangers out there.
I hope there was nobody on that bus.
Nobody we know, at least.
Hello? Yes? Yes? Yes. No. Really? Well, the same to you, Mac.
Another confused census taker?
Actually, it was the commissioner with another idiotic and baffling assignment.
Does it involve wanton destruction?
We can only hope. Due to the arbitrarily sensitive nature of the mission, we'll be meeting a bonded city courier out on the street.
Ooh, smells like a fiercely thickening plot.
Alright, so this game came out in the 90s. I believe it first came out on floppy, which we used to call the talkie version. Or, I'm sorry, we used to call that the silent version. This is off of, I believe I used a Mac CD ISO image from my old Mac game. So I thought the graphics would be better, but I guess it's because I'm not using a Mac processor. Anyway, more on that later. So here are the basics of the game. You have look, touch, talk, use, and then you have max. And you can use max to do different things. So basic movement is, you'll see finger walks, so like you could, that's weird. There we go. So you can just walk to different spots, basically, when you go outside, see how the fingers open up. So, I'm also gonna, I haven't played this game in a while, but I'm also gonna try and walk you guys through it, so you guys can also use it as a guide. So here, we're just going to start with some basics. So, you'll notice your cursor will activate over things that you can interact with. You may not necessarily need them. So exploring your environment is pretty key in this game. So right now I got to get Max out of the way. There we go. Okay. Well, I guess he's not. There we go. Alright. So I'm just right-clicking, and that will change my action icons. And you're gonna need money later, so you're gonna have to get it from...
Cash. Never leave home without it.
Yeah, we may need it to bribe slippery government officials.
And then the other thing, too, is you can look at things as well.
It looks pretty empty in there.
When the money is in there, it says something like, I can't believe I invested all my money into this rat hole. Okay. There are other things that you need here, so you can just basically pick them up when, you know, your action button goes off. And then there are always things in these SCUMMVM games that LucasArts came up with that are just like for fun things to do. They're not really part of the game, and this is one of them.
Me!
So yeah, SCUMMVM came out, it's a game engine for, what was the name of that game? For Maniac Mansion. And subsequently LucasArts used the so-called point-and-click adventure for years to come, basically. Now recently I did Day of the Tentacle. I know that's been remastered, but I couldn't tell you if this game has been remastered. Anyway, let's continue on. I've always loved this sequence coming up.
So, you want a piece of me, huh? Well, take a piece of this. Brutal.
But very true to life.
And here's one for your old man. I really respect Flint's business acumen.
Please, Sam, don't use the word acumen again.
Okay, so I don't remember if you could really go in here. Yeah, so see how there's no walk arrow? Or, not arrow.
We don't go upstairs.
Not since the accident.
So you can only go places when you have the walk finger icon.
Guess he had it coming to him.
So other games like this that LucasArts came out with were games like Day of the Tentacle, Full Throttle, and they all used the same basic interface, although they differed slightly. So now what you have to do, and you would only discover this on your own by experimenting with things, is you have to use Max with the cat.
I just love to turn this guy inside out.
Ooh, that gives me an idea.
According to these orders, something bizarre is happening at the carnival.
I thought that was the whole point.
Maybe we should check it out when we got nothing better to do, like any time.
I'm gonna, stop to smell the roses sometimes in this game, because there are just some things where it's like, you have to see them. So this is one of my favorites, Bosco's Guns, Liquor, and Baby Needs.
Hey, I don't think Mr. Bosco's voluntarily giving away his money.
Oh, I'm real terrified. A dog and a rabbit. Ooh, scary.
Max, the smart-ass kid doesn't think we're scary. What do you think about that? That's telling him, little buddy.
I think that punk learned a valuable lesson, Sam.
Me too, Max. I didn't realize that the lower lip could stretch completely over the head. Amazing.
Now, one of the disadvantages to this game, or maybe it's not a disadvantage, but it's something that I dislike, is the way that you can't just click on something. So, like, if I want to use the car, if I walk to it, I just walk to it.
I love this car.
You're a sick puppy, Sam.
So yeah, you have to scroll through and use the use button. So there's so much animation in this because it was very unique, and especially with the talkie version, it was very unique for computers at the time. This was basically state-of-the-art graphics.
Oh, nation and blimey. He ain't here.
So now what do we do?
Now Now we get in the bus and look for him, you idiot.
I knew that. Get out of Mr. Bumpus' way, ye partially clad varmints.
Who was that?
I don't know, but if it weren't for the carefree innocence of this carnival, I'd be breaking his kneecaps.
You're a demonic little imp, Max.
I guess that was a scene we couldn't skip. A scheme we couldn't sip. Alright, so now we have our orders here. And this guy won't let you in. I don't know if I can right-click back to my inventory item. There we go.
Check this out, Jack. We're the freelance police. Here's our authorization to be here.
Now let us in before we replace you with a cheap renewable fuel source.
Let me run this by the boss. I guess you can go in, but be careful. Carnivals can be dangerous to your health.
Okay, so before...
That was needlessly cryptic.
I'd be peeing my pants if I wore any.
Before this, he wouldn't have let us in. He would have blocked us with his fire.
Everything seems to be in order here.
Sam, look over there.
Now, I'm going to play through the majority
How
of
dare
this
you call in the authorities without consulting me?
because it's important, you know?
Well, I tried talking to you, but you were off wallowing in your own self-pity.
Yeah, but
It's them. Hi, I'm Chef Cushman, and this is my brother Burl. Welcome to our carnival.
what's left of it?
I'm Sam. He's Max. We savagely protect the rights of innocents.
Even cruelly twisted ones such as yourself. Selves. Whatever.
Well, you sound like just the guys to solve our little problem. Walk this way. See this melted block of ice?
How could we miss it?
This used to be our main attraction.
Your main attraction was a block of ice?
Don't be dense.
Our main attraction was a genuine,
Authentic.
real life,
Bigfoot.
on ice.
Hey, let me get this straight. You want us to go traipsing all over the country looking for a soggy Bigfoot?
I've never been traipsing before. Does it hurt?
But Bruno must be returned to us.
He's a brutish, ignorant beast with no sense of right or wrong.
Hey, who isn't?
Besides, he's kidnapped our second main attraction.
Is that the block of ice?
No, it's Trixie, the giraffe neck girl from Scranton.
She disappeared at the same time Bruno did.
We can only assume that the monster took her when he made his escape.
I guess Max and I could search for your missing freaks, but we'll need free run of the carnival to look for clues.
Yeah, and free corn dogs, so we can uke all over ourselves.
No problem. Here's an all-day free pass.
Leave everything to us, and we'll have those abominations of nature back in your protective care before you can read the Koran.
Didn't he fight Godzilla?
Alright, yeah, so I am a Muslim, which is why I laughed the hardest at the Islam jokes there. Yeah, so I looked it up, and this game came out in 1995, and there was a re-release in 2002, which had compatibility with Windows. So I guess I'm late to the news on that one. Here again, I'm running it on SCUMMVM. So now what we're gonna want to do is, you know, just grab some stuff here. So I keep going back to that one. I can just right click. So at every location there's going to be a little bit of hair, and it's the Sasquatch hair. We're going to need it eventually. Let's see, what else do we need? Oh, we need this thing here.
It's Max.
No, not Max.
Jesse James' severed hand. And it's still twitching.
I believe, well, I know we'll need the jar, or I'm sorry, I know we will need the hand. I can't remember if we need the jar or use the jar. So yeah, if you want to mess around, you can look at other things too.
He's a nice guy, but sort of a drip.
Yeah, you know. Anyway, I'm playing on a PC, specifically a Dell, and I thought maybe using the Mac version of this game would look better, but maybe it's just because, you know, this is an emulation in the end. So here, we're going to want to use this little whack-a-mole thing. Come on. It's pretty easy. And the more of them you get, basically the slower they are, so... Granted, not the most humane game, but, you know. I wonder if this would even pass today, you know, the leftist outrage. I don't know if it could be contained. Alright, there we go.
I won something.
So once you win, you manage to get, I believe it's a flashlight. There we go. And then, excuse me, we're just going to go ahead and pick up this lens because we're going to need that later, too.
I don't think my head needs to be inflated beyond its already grotesque proportions.
I didn't mean to use... Yeah. Okay, so... At this point, we can't get into Trixie's trailer, and Trixie was the one that ran off with Bruno, as you'll remember. So I'm just going to move on a little bit. Let's see. So this is ask a question. This is basically make a statement. This is make a funny, goofy, odd statement, and then that's stop talking.
Hey, tattoo boy.
What?
Do you guys all go to the same tattoo parlor or what?
Actually, these aren't tattoos. It's my natural skin.
That's one of my favorite jokes in this game. So now you can see these other things popped up where I can ask him about Bruno.
What do you know about Bruno the Bigfoot?
Who wants to know?
We're the freelance police, and we're in a race against time.
And we're barefoot.
All I know about Bruno is what the Cushmans tell me.
Well, that was useless.
You might want to try the Tunnel of Love, though. Rumor has it that one of Bruno's buddies hangs out in there.
Ooh, let's go, Sam.
Oh, hush.
So this is similar to other games like it, where you learn things through interacting with characters.
Me and my partner want to ride the Cone of Tragedy.
That's right. We've lost our will to live.
I'm not supposed to, but what the heck? You two look like a couple of caring, non-litigious mammals. Strap yourselves in, and I'll turn on the cone.
Okay, I'm still trying to remember how to skip scenes, so I'm going to try doing that right now. Okay, good. Just escape.
Ooh, I feel tragically empty.
Me too. It's as though an integral part of my essence has been ripped from my being.
Let's do it again.
Maybe later, chum.
Okay, so now we have to go and... reclaim our stuff at the Lost and Found, which is here. And then we have, I believe, just one other thing to do. This is another one of my favorite scenes.
Holy cripes on toast.
Nothing personal, but you're the single ugliest thing we've ever seen.
Well, there was that computer game developers conference.
Have you lost something?
I don't think so.
I've lost my youthful enthusiasm and boyish good looks.
If you haven't lost anything, then get out of the Lost and Found tent.
Touchy. Hey, what happened to my carefully collected box of useless junk?
Okay, yeah, that's really stupid that you have to look at your inventory first, but totally my fault. So let's go ahead and try that again.
I still can't get over your incredible grotesqueness.
Have you lost something?
I lost a whole bunch of neat junk.
Have you got a claim ticket?
Well, no, but...
Do you think we let just any dog-faced guy in a suit come in here and take stuff? Come back when you've got a claim ticket.
Aha.
Touchy.
Alright, so I skipped a few things. Sorry about that. This is is why I warned you. It's been a while since I played this game. Well, I skipped one thing, really. So now we have to go back to this guy and get a claim ticket.
If I didn't know that this guy was a highly skilled professional, I'd be very afraid. Hey, tattoo boy.
What?
Where'd all my cool junk go?
It must have fallen out of your coat while you were on the ride. Here's a claim ticket. Take it to the Lost and Found.
Alright, so now we can go back to the Lost and Found. I have to say, I hate it in real life when people pull this BS on you. You know?
I still can't get over your incredible grotesqueness.
Have you lost something?
I've lost a whole bunch of neat junk.
Have you got a claim ticket?
Sure.
Wait here while I search through the back room. Well, here's all the stuff we've collected off the Kono tragedy today. It's all yours.
I feel whole again.
Alright, cool. So now we got our stuff back. And now for the thing I have to warn you about. I suck at this. I'm sure I'll edit this out. So my first run of this, when I was doing the same thing years ago, it was a horrible tragedy. So let's see how this goes. Oh, right. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this bulb thing and put it into your flashlight. And then we're going to use the Tunnel of Love.
Want to ride the Tunnel of Love?
Yippee!
So the hard part about this is acting fast enough. So... okay. There we go. So when you use the flashlight, so you can see in the dark places where they hide the corn dogs and all. Whoops.
It's my little buddy. I can't talk to that.
So you have to use Max with this thing. See what I mean? I just completely failed that. Oh no, maybe not. Argo. Okay, so I just hit escape to get out.
Well, that was fun.
My little body's covered with swan pimples.
Okay, so it's sad how much time I had to get that right, and I still
Want to ride the
screwed
Tunnel
it up.
of Love again?
Why not?
Try and get it right this time. Okay, so now we're going to use this. Come on.
It's a nifty flashlight.
Okay, so that will light us up. Use Max. This thing. Okay, so now we turned off the ride and we're now in this little area here. So, well, I guess we might as well go in there. Or at least make this happen. So I think I gotta pull somebody's beard. I think it's this guy's beard I have to pull.
I can't pick that up. I can't use these things together. This is a completely unusable thingamabob. This is a completely unusable thingamabob.
There's something that you do.
Get off of there, Max.
Why?
Check this out.
There you go.
I'll never shave again.
You never did.
Okay, so now we have access to this. we're not going to really explore it because we have to go do something to help us here anyway. So it's kind of
I think somebody needs to flip a switch before this thing starts again.
Oh, okay. Forgot you have to use this lever.
There. That should get things running again.
I can go back out. So the reason why I'm doing this is I would have had to go back out anyway. So now we're just gonna go out to one of the Snuckies there. There we go. So if you grew up in the 90s, these were the kind of games that you played. And I'm hoping it will be nostalgic for some, it will be a decent walkthrough for others, and still for others, you know, like younger kids to see what this crap used to look like. I mean, now you have all that junk on your phone. Okay, so here we are at Snuckies, which is a food place. We're gonna want to go ahead and pick up this cup. I have to say, when I was a kid, when I was playing this game, I liked jazz, and I
gotta go to the
enjoyed
bathroom.
the jazz that they played. So yeah, so Max needs to use the can, but let's talk to the Snuckies guy here.
Hey, nice hat.
We all get one when we graduate, Snucky U. But enough about me. What can I do for you?
I forgot to do one thing in here.
You have no idea how often I hear that.
So I forgot to get these almonds here. And then one of my favorite one-liners in this game.
Genuine Native American drum, manufactured by genuine Native Koreans.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get one of these.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
They sell different games at different Snuckies. And we'll explore that a little bit, but I'm not gonna, you know.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
You're awfully cheery for a minimum wage earner.
All Snucky U graduates have completed courses in excessive and unwarranted cheerfulness. But enough about me. What can I do for you?
Alright, so
I'd like to buy this.
Do you have any money?
Of course I do. Here.
Will that be all for you today?
I'll also take these disgusting pecan treats.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about these?
That's a box of our world-famous Snuckies pecan-flavored candy, beloved treat of couch potatoes everywhere. Anything else?
Nothing.
You have no idea how often I hear that.
So we have one other thing for him to do, and for some reason it doesn't come up in conversation.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Hey, can you open this for me?
Sure, ain't a jar made I can't open.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Shut up, Max. Okay, so there's that. And then we have to talk to him once more about the bathroom.
Hey, nice hat.
We all get one when we graduate, Snucky U. But enough about me. What can I do for you?
My little buddy has to use the facilities.
Facilities be damned. I need a bathroom.
They're in the back. Here's the key.
There's an awfully big rasp attached to that keychain.
Out of toilet paper?
Nah, we just had problems with thugs stealing our restroom keys. They're the cleanest in 9 counties.
The keys?
The restrooms.
You need some help, little buddy?
I think I can handle this myself, Sam.
Now, anything else I can do for you?
Nothing.
You have no idea how often I hear that.
Now you can talk to that guy who's eating ice cream, but he just like mumbles at you. So I have to go and catch Max. And talk to him.
Max! I'm filled with disgust and an odd sense of foreboding.
And?
I think we should keep the rasp.
You're probably right. No one deserves to use restrooms that clean.
Well, that's all.
This music is weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go back to the carnival. So we got to explore a little bit there, and now we're gonna finish up this area. Alright. So now we're gonna go back to the damn Tunnel of Love. Okay, get me out of here. There we go.
Want to ride the Tunnel of Love again?
Why not?
Can't skip this, unfortunately. Alright, so now for this guy. There we go.
I wonder if I left the coffee pot on.
Shh! Sam, the furniture just shushed you.
Who are you?
I'm Doug, the mole man. Who are you?
I'm Sam. He's Max. We fight crime.
And we like long walks along the beach.
What do you want from me?
Do you know anything about Bruno the Sasquatch?
Bruno the Sasquatch? Why, the stories I can tell you.
Stop him, Sam. He's gonna tell us a story.
I first met Bruno 25 years ago in Saigon.
My God.
And then there was the time we all had our taxes done by a platypus. And
Shut up. For God's sake, just shut up.
Look, we just want to know where Bruno is now.
gee, I have no idea where he went. Maybe you should talk to my uncle.
Your uncle?
Yeah, my Uncle Shabool. He's really into Bigfoots. When I was a kid, he used to tell me stories about giant Bigfoot parties, where all the Bigfoots of the world would get together and dance Bigfoot dances, and
That's great, kid. Where can we find your uncle?
I don't know, he disappeared a short time after he helped build the largest ball of twine on Earth.
I think I may weep openly.
Look, you two seem trustworthy.
Oh, we are.
Yes, you can trust us as far as we can throw you.
So if you bring me some pecan-flavored candy, I'll give you my key to Trixie's trailer. I'll also tell you a big secret about how Bruno escaped.
Why not tell us now?
Because I'm hungry.
Okay, so that's why we bought these pecans, or whatever.
Here, I thought you might like some candy.
Thanks. Pecan's my favorite. Hey, you're all right. Take this key as a token of my appreciation.
Alright, so he gives us
Wow,
that.
this is some key.
Okay, Sam, let's get the hell out of here.
Wait, I've got a great story you should hear.
Ah!
Keep it short, kid. My partner's got a low tolerance for long stories.
Well, it all started the day before today. I remember it like it was yesterday. It's not widely known, but Trixie had fallen in love with Bruno. Every night, she'd sneak into the freak show tent and read to him what she imagined to be his favorite bedtime stories. She seemed as happy as a self-mutilated parody of nature could be.
That's supposed to be a saxophone.
But
by
she
the way.
could never truly be happy until her beloved Bruno was free. Finally, she decided to do something about Bruno's predicament. She begged Flambe, the fire breather, to free the Bigfoot from his icy cage.
Okay, so yeah, I just skipped the rest
Hell
of
of a
it.
story, ain't it?
I don't care. Let's move on. So she got Bruno free. Yeah, listening to the MIDI on this just reminds me of how far MIDI has come. Oh. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead.
It's a keys key.
No, Sam, that's a crowbar. Let's pummel somebody.
You're such a cute, misguided little bunny. Hey, Max, come here.
What?
Watch this. Well, this is undignified.
Okay, so I don't think there's actually much in here, which is slightly disappointing.
It's a scorecard from the Gator Golf Emporium in Roomy Eyes, Florida. Hey, there's a neat costume in here.
Okay, so we got the costume. We got another location.
Ooh, they're genuine Scrantonese potions of fertility.
Let's take them.
I don't think we should risk being any more fertile than we already are, Max.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the calliope sounds good, but that thing that's supposed to be a trumpet, yeah, not so much. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to, I guess I'll go over to the bar. When I was a kid, I was a big fan of the music here. Turns out it's just, was it 1, 6, 2, 5, 1? Yeah, this is playing 1, 6, 2, 5, 1.
I can't pick that up.
Which is a standard jazz chord progression.
Too late.
Like, that muted trumpet is pretty convincing. The piano doesn't sound
Take
bad.
a leg, Max.
But that saxophone is terrible.
Hey, look! That's one long loose end.
Too bad we can't reach it from this side of the deck. You always need a large piece of string in games like this.
Okay, so now we're gonna go into the thing. So that's a dead giveaway. We are going to use these. I have to hit use, I forgot. With this scope thing.
Now I can control the speed and direction of the diner via these mounted binoculars.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Maybe not.
Okay, so because we're gonna need this later, we're gonna use the lens on this thing.
Okay, I've lodged the magnifying lens in front of the mounted binoculars.
Now we have to go talk to this pleasant gentleman.
Did too.
Did not.
Would you two shut your traps? I'm trying to concentrate.
Have you heard anything about Bruno the Bigfoot?
Who that? He's Bruno the Bigfoot.
Sam, he's speaking in tongues.
What you doing?
Using my telekinetic powers to bend my tools.
Why?
To help me fix the rotating mechanism on this diner.
Well, that makes sense. Hey, lay off the swearing. We're trying to appeal to kids.
Get bent.
What are these malformed tools good for?
Lots of things. Like scratching those hard-to-reach places.
Every place is hard for me to reach.
Would you like a free sample?
Sure.
Let me make one for you.
So there's a standard tone for the explicitive,
It's all yours.
It's a weird word to say.
Thanks.
And I'm unsure why they didn't use
Well,
it.
bye.
Maybe it had to do with some sound systems not being able to handle it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use this elevator. That's all we can do up here. Well, we can do other things, but they're not gonna help right now. So for the moment, we're just gonna go back down. This chord progression is in a million different songs. Variations of it happen in doo-wop music. So you could sing like Blue Moon to this. This is the A section. Okay. So here we are at the Ball of Twine.
Words like big and large only begin to describe this thing.
I think stupid and inane would be useful additions.
Not to mention grotesque.
So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this area. There's really nothing we can do there right now. So we're gonna go ahead and use the cat. It's fun waiting for them to get there. Alright, so let's go down to Gator Gulf. I know there's some stuff I need here. So I'm gonna get those ball retriever things. We're gonna need that. That's all I need here for the time being. I'm a little confused. I think I may be missing something. I think it may be because I haven't talked to this guy. It's funny, the programming makes Max go the opposite direction. Oops.
Let me guess. Your suit is entirely made of twine.
Actually, I'm the docent of this here museum. Now, what can I do for you?
What's with all the fish guts flying past the window?
Those are leftovers from our last fish delivery. Our famous rotating restaurant has fresh fish flown in every day from the world of fish in Mosquitaville, Missouri.
Okay, so that's what I needed.
That'll be all for now.
So yeah, there's gonna be little flukes like that, because again, I haven't played this game in ages. But I'm sure I can get us through. Man, you would think they just program some, you know, just don't watch them walk back to the damn car. Is that hard? Now, this was the first time in a video game I'd seen graphics of this caliber. Check this out.
I hear a distant rumbling.
You should have thought of that before we left.
So this is basically just 3D rendering over a 2D object, I believe. But this little bit of money that they spent on this animation made this game memorable to me, even though it just occurs in a couple of spots. Again, terrible sound effects though.
Weird.
Alright, so let's see, what do we have to do while we're here? Oh, okay. So we can use that helicopter to get back to the Ball of Twine, but get on the other side of the restaurant, which is what I'm going to go ahead and do. So then we can get that piece of twine.
I can't use these. It's a perfectly good...
Use this wrench with the fish.
That did the trick.
And then I just walk into the fish, basically. Maybe I use the fish. There we go.
It's kind of wobbly in here.
The music here is also a play on I'm Going Fishing, which the Loving Spoonful did, but it was also, I believe, a Delta Blues song. So now I'm just going to use Max.
Hey, Max, climbing this fish.
Age before beauty, Sam.
Okay, so I guess I'll go in first. Use the fish.
It's kind of wobbly in here. Hey, Max, come here.
Geronimo!
One must admire the skill with which the wily uber trout stalks its prey.
Wily uber trout.
This is one of the 10 most liberating experiences of my life, Sam. Holy mackerel. I'm a trout, stupid. Holy trout. I'd always thought you were made of plaster.
A young Bernie Sanders.
Now what do we do, Sam?
I'm thinking. What's that noise?
It sounds like you do when you've eaten too much Thai food, Sam.
I swear this looks smoother on a Mac, and I have an old iMac that has OS 9 on it. Unfortunately, it's in storage right now, but I'm sure this would have played better on it. But still, it was so cool that they had this 3D animation back then. Because other games that fully used, especially the earlier 3D animation, it was, you know, you didn't have much of a color palette to work with, so they didn't really look amazing. I can tell you, for example, in film, the first 3D rendered thing, well, in animation anyway, was that part in Beauty and the Beast when they're dancing and there's that quick camera circle around. That was all done by a computer.
I told you I had a plan.
Okay, so now we're gonna use Max with this.
Hey, Max, I've got another plan.
I think I liked you better when you were clueless.
Shut up and climb over the rail. See? That wasn't so bad.
What are you two doing out here?
Any more bright ideas?
Let's start crying like babies.
Galileo was wrong.
I don't think we were in a vacuum, Max.
Hey, how will we get our car back?
Wait for it.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use the cab. It's been years since I played this game, but I still remember the music. Just yeah, so all I'm saying is just create a skip scene, an auto skip scene or something. So where are we here? Ball O twine, Gator Golf, don't know. Did I get what I needed to get? No, okay. Alright, so, my intention, I guess, is to also get the fish in a bucket. Sorry about that, folks. I just got so excited for the 3D rendering. Okay, so now I'm gonna go down to the Florida thing, and we're gonna explore this more. Because there's this little thing going on over here. Well, you'll see.
Max, let's go.
And the proprietor has no idea what happened to his Bigfoot?
That's what he said, Mr. Bumpus.
You know, Lee Harvey, I'm beginning to think that vast unseen forces are aligned against my quest for a Bigfoot.
Ditto.
Ditto?
Hey, look it. It's those two, what was that word, Sam?
Misanthropes?
Yeah, misanthropes. What are you, anyway, the president
Trying to,
of the
but I
Hair
can't
Club
skip
for
this
Short
scene, by the
People?
way.
This is Mr. Conroy Bumpus, famed country and western star. I'd suggest you show him some respect.
Yeah, well, he looks like a lounge lizard to me. And I'll bet his scalp itches from that bad rug.
Maybe you should watch yourself, little furball.
Yeah, well, I've got more hair on my fuzzy little butt than you do on that hollow country head of yours.
Okay, I've had enough. Nobody makes fun of my hair.
Hold still, you flea-bitten polecat. Here you go, boss.
What a jerk. It's a nice 5-iron, though.
So yeah, the static graphics aren't so cool, but the animations, I mean, I guess they're, or maybe they just look smooth, but they seem smoother. Alright, so I'm gonna wind up using that bucket of fish. This is why I went back, because I need it for this. Come on, get me out of here.
I hate country music.
Well, I hate golfing. So now, we have to make these alligators line up, so that way I can get across and save Max. So yeah.
I'm scared, Sam.
Do this. So, you know, I can select something.
Hey, get me the hell out of here.
So basically, you use the fish to lure the alligators. To make a bridge. I have a feeling. Yeah, that wasn't completely boring at all, was it?
4! Hey, you've made a path across the driving range.
I don't know if this is supposed to be a takeoff on that James Bond film.
Geez, that certainly took long enough.
Shut up, Max. I hate that game.
Is that because you're a lousy golfer?
You're an irritable bunny today, aren't you?
Yeah, well, why don't you try sitting in this smelly booth while I beat the hell out of helpless fish?
Maybe I should just leave you there.
Did I mention what a lousy golfer you were? You suck, Sam. Whee! Hey, knock it off.
There we go.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, what?
I found another sample of Sasquatch fur and mange in the booth. While I spent my young life waiting, just sitting there, in that horrible booth, waiting.
Jeez, Max, get over it.
Okay. Here, you carry it.
I'd better. I'm not sure where you'd put it.
That's none of your business, Sam.
Okay, so that's another one.
This is a completely unusable... It's a snow globe from the Mystery Vortex in scenic Goldwump, Washington.
Okay, so now we've gained another place.
Let me see.
Take a look.
Too bad it's empty or we could shake it.
Like this?
Yeah. What's that writing on the bottom of the globe?
To Elmo the Bigfoot. Keep on truckin'. Shavul the Mole Man.
Hey, maybe Shavul's at the Mystery Vortex. Let's go there before I'm distracted by something.
So yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but when that was shaking, it was just them shaking the 2D image, so it wasn't even animated. Wow. Again, we have to use the car. Alright.
Sam, this place is making my head ping.
That's probably just the metal plate in your head.
So I just want to, look at this and take stock of what I need to do. Okay. Come on, get me out of here. If I just hit escape, maybe? No? Squiggly? No. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, sometimes I just can't get out of this menu. There we go.
Yipes.
Gravity's taken a holiday and lost its luggage.
That's not what I'm about to lose. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Throw down.
Whatever.
Gonna go ahead and get that fur. then we can go into the vortex, but we won't be able to collect stuff because we don't have a, what's the word, a plug on that thing. So I'm just going around here kind of showing you guys how this works.
Wow, the mystery vortex is controlled by giant magnets buried under the Earth's crust.
I'm strangely saddened by our callous shattering of a cherished American myth.
Get over it.
Okay.
So I think I need to make the thing red. At least that's what I remember. I can't remember if it varies between the Mac or the, or the PC versions, or we used to call PC. But the problem is, as you saw, was I couldn't get through certain doors over there. So now I'm hoping that'll be the right size to go through said doors.
It's a forest of shoe trees.
I'm afraid, Sam. Let's get out of here.
So, can I use this thing?
I'd never fit through it.
Too big.
I'm becoming a ball of intellect.
Let's hightail it out of here before we lose our corporeal bodies forever.
Can I use this thing?
I can't reach the doorknob.
Alright, so I guess that needs to be a different color. Oh man, the animation, like... would have been done a bit better. Okay, so I don't know why, but I think I may need to turn on all the colors. I'm just trying to remember what the hell I did. Let's try that again.
I can't reach the doorknob.
Okay, let's see if we can get into the other place.
I'd never fit through it. I'd never fit through it.
Let's turn off the blue, maybe that will be the solution. So here you're experiencing at least some real gameplay. Because of something I can't remember. Okay, now let's see, can we get to these doors? time there, Max. There we go.
Who are you?
I'm Sam. He's Max. We bust punks.
And we're overachievers. That's cool, man. I'm Shavul. What do you want with me? Hey, Sam, look. Well, this bottled water is a real letdown.
I don't know. Have you got any beef snacks, my little buddy?
Sorry, man. I'm a vegetarian.
Now look what you've done. You've gone and scared Max.
Whoa, bummer. Maybe you should just say what's on your mind and leave.
What do you know about Bruno?
Bruno the Bigfoot?
Why do people keep asking that question?
Bruno and I go way back. I've always felt a special kinship with Bigfoots.
I feel the same way about pointy sticks.
Shh! I haven't thought about Bruno for years. Allow me a moment to karmically link myself to him.
If you must.
Hold on, I'm getting something. I see Frog Rock between the eternal plain of acid rain and the enchanted Argyle forest. Wait, man, Bruno's in trouble. It's like several voices screaming out in terror, and then suddenly silence. Sorry, guys, but I can't get a clear psychic image of Bruno. The sad truth is that I haven't been able to concentrate very well since I lost my mood ring in the biggest ball of twine in the world. If you find it for me, maybe I can help you.
Okay, so
1, 2, 3.
What are we fighting for?
Just checking. Well, I guess that's all for now.
Make yourself at home.
alright, so we need to go get his ring. I think that was the greatest unknown for me right there. So use the car. And go back to the bottom. So you're going to want to go back to the ground floor area there.
I can't use these things together.
We're going to use these with the hand, and then use the magnet with the hand. Come on, get me out of here. There we go. And then we're going to use that tool that we just created with the ball point.
That was wholesome.
Not to mention physically improbable.
Okay, so there's that. So we're all set here. And I guess while we're here, we'll go back up. This is ridiculous.
Too late. Take a leg, Max.
Okay, so now we need to find Frog Rock, or yeah, I think it's Frog Rock. So we're gonna do so by looking through this thing.
It's a conveniently located pair of mounted binoculars.
Okay, so you can slow it down. Maybe with, yeah, I gotta find the keys that you're supposed to do this with.
I'd better stop the rotation when I think I've got it.
Okay, it's not left and right. I'm just basically pressing keys on the keyboard and none of that is working. I thought you had... Oh, okay. Did that just speed it up or what? Whoops.
Hold on. I see Frog Rock between the eternal plain of acid rain and the enchanted Argyle forest. Wait, man, Bruno's in trouble. It's like several voices screaming out in terror, and then suddenly silence. Sorry, guys, but I can't get a clear psychic image of Bruno. The sad truth is that I haven't been able to concentrate very well since I lost my mood ring in the biggest ball of twine in the world. If you find it for me, maybe I can help you.
Okay, so now we're gonna go back to...
Well, I guess that's all for now.
Make yourself at home.
So that was the bigger... well, actually the biggest unknown for me, because I didn't remember how to solve that right off the bat. But you saw essentially what gameplay would look like if you had to experiment. Okay, so now we're going back to the ball. Come on, over here, Max. Looking like we're gonna have to wait for Max to catch up here.
Take a leg, Max.
I'm pretty sure that the tram here is just a 2D image as well, that they're just rocking back and forth. Okay, so... I have to use this, but I can't figure out how to speed it up or slow it down. Oh, there we go, okay.
It's a rock. And it's between the two things Shavul said it was between. It must be Frog Rock.
Okay. So I just used left and right click while I was in this
That
little
must
area.
be Frog Rock. Why, it's the eternal plain of acid rain. I think I can see Frog Rock.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go here. My question is, do I have all the patches of fur that I need? So we're gonna find that out when we go over to Fraggle Rock or whatever the heck it is. Yeah, this was a game that would keep me occupied for hours, even before I figured it out, you know. Because the novelty of this was kind of like the novelty of, what was it, Zelda Ocarina of Time, for example. I mean, having to walk around as the kid was really annoying, I thought anyway. I mean, you walk around as a kid for like easily a quarter of the game. But it was worth it because you got to see all the graphics around it, you know? Here again, they could have just added some auto cutscene. And now we're going to go back to, well, not back to, but we're going to go to Fraggle Rock here. Oh, and I need something else too. So I got 1, 2, 3 of those. Let's go ahead and put them on. I wonder if that sign will tell me.
That's gross, Sam.
Frog Rock.
That's it? Okay. Come on. There we go. Will it come up? Nope.
It's a hunk of bleached blonde Sasquatch fur and mange.
Suitable for framing.
Okay. Hopefully it's just the 3 that I have. Fingers crossed.
That's gross, Sam.
Okay, so now we need to go back to Shavul. Where the heck was he? So there's stuff I'm skipping over. There are some scenes I've skipped. You know, various things. Just because I don't want you guys to have to watch the entire game.
You're back.
And we're bigger than a bread box.
3 bread boxes even.
What do you want now?
Could you repeat that bit about your missing mood ring again?
Okay, man. I lost it in the biggest ball of twine in the world.
I think he's trying to tell us something, Sam.
I got
Well,
distracted.
I guess that's all for now.
Make yourself at home.
I got distracted. Getting ahead of myself a bit here. So we need to go get him the ring. I got distracted by that Fraggle Rock thing. See, it would have been nicer if they just had like a map and you could just pick points or just say, I want to go to the map, so you don't have to sit through all these animations. So now we're going to go to the bottom part here. I should have done this while I was here, I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, like I said, it's been years since I played this game, so I'm surprised I'm remembering as much as I am. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put together basically a new tool. So we're going to use the hand with that ball retriever, the bent ball retriever. And then we're going to use the magnet with that. And then we're going to use that with the ball of twine.
That was wholesome.
Not to mention physically improbable.
Okay, so now that's all set. I don't think there's anything else for me to do in this area. So I am 98% confident that's the last time we'll see the ball of twine, but you know, don't quote me on it. Oh, that MIDI is so bad. Okay, so now we need to go back to Shavul. I wonder if that means something in Yiddish. I know very little Yiddish.
You're back.
And we're bigger than a bread box.
3 bread boxes even.
What do you want now?
Okay, so we got his ring.
Is this your ring?
Cool, man. Have you found Frog Rock yet?
Yes, but I don't see how that's going to get me any closer to Bruno.
Finding Frog Rock's only the beginning, man. Once you're at Frog Rock, you'll need some samples.
Samples?
Yeah, man. Bigfoot samples. You know, fur and stuff. 3 of them. Smear them all over Frog Rock.
Put the fur on the rock. Got it. Let's go, Max.
Wait. You'll also need some Mystic Mole Man powder.
You must be joking.
No joke, man. Here, I'll get you some. Here you go. Sprinkle this Mystic Mole Man powder over the fur when you've smeared it all over Frog Rock.
What'll happen then?
Something wonderful.
Thanks. Let's go, Max.
Okay. Obvious Space Odyssey reference there. I believe only to Space Odyssey 2, though, which was so much better than the first. Had a lot more dialogue. Alright, so let's go back to Frog Rock, and we're gonna use this pixie dust crap.
It's a charming decanter filled with vile and mysterious liquids.
It could be my long-lost twin brother, Sam. Well?
Wait for it.
Sure gets dark quickly around here.
I don't think this is a natural occurrence, Max. In fact, I think we're witnessing a celestial convergence of some sort.
Do you think it'll make that rock look more like a frog?
So here's a little bit more of some... Don't know if that's really truly 3D. I don't think it is, because the character... I think we're just seeing different angles of a single dimension.
This means something, Sam.
Okay, so now we're gonna sit through some scenes here. There's this thing that I don't quite get, which is this game. I guess. Okay. And I don't know if I'm just like supposed to be jumping over the things or how this is supposed to work. And then the other thing is it feels like there's not an end to it. Sure, I'm playing this wrong.
It's a Conroy world after all.
If we ever get this rich and famous, I want you to shoot me, Sam.
It'll be a pleasure.
Hey guys, so this is part 2. I'm here at Bumpusville. And yeah, I did Day of the Tentacle all at once, and that was kind of grueling, so I wound up just splitting this into a 2-day recording sesh. Anyway, we need to get that robot moving, so...
Wow! It's Monster Truck Weekend!
Happening every Sunday.
Sunday!
Sunday. Okay, I'm over the shock now.
I'm not, but I'm sure my gentle naivete will survive.
So there are a few things that I have to do in here, including getting the instruction manual for that robot. Now, I know we have to get this wig, and I don't quite remember how to do it, but I'm sure it will come to me. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to get this book that we need.
What you doing?
Hang back, buddy, and observe my magic. Oops.
Find out all you need to know?
Maybe. I got a little lost in the troubleshooting chapter.
Okay, so we have the book now. So now we're going to go ahead and grab the pillow. And you know, it's funny because certain elements of this game, you know, obviously seem tedious today. Like the walking, even just using this little escalator thing here. And at the time, it really wasn't tedious. It was actually cool to watch. So that's how far video games have come. I had mentioned in the Day of the Tentacle, that some of the first video games were talkie versions. I was slightly wrong. Arguably, some of the first video games were done on...
Now that I've read that ponderous manual, I can move the robot around like this.
I'm impressed.
That's nothing. Watch this.
Help me, Sam and Max. You're my only hope.
That was gratuitous.
Sorry. This might be more useful.
So some of the first video games were done even on oscilloscopes. They had essentially a version of tennis on oscilloscope. So even, you know, in DOS, they came a long way. But the first ones available for consumer use were mostly text and, you know, you were lucky if they had graphics. So here, what I'm doing is I need the thing to trip the alarm in this one room. We haven't gone to that room yet, but we're gonna spend a lot of time in there, so don't worry about that. Now, how do I get out of here? There we go.
I don't think the cute little robot wants to follow its new programming, Sam.
I don't recall giving it a cute little choice. There he goes.
I'm ripe with anticipation.
I thought I smelled something.
So now he's gonna trip this alarm.
What the?
And that
How
distracts this
Pavlovian.
guy.
And you should know.
Now, whilst he's distracted, and let me tell you, if you're playing along, you're gonna want to use the save feature on this one, because this is difficult. I've been playing this game for a long time, and I don't think I have ever got this in one shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this game. If you don't save it, you wind up having to do all this crap again. You wind up having to see all the animations again. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and save it here.
This is virtual reality. I may be sick.
So now we have to get this sword. So you see what I'm talking about, right? So let's load that again.
This is virtual reality. I may be sick.
So yeah, basically all I did was just click as much as possible. So now I have the security key.
Well,
I am the keymaster.
does that come with a dental plan?
I don't know what you two critters are up to, but I want you out of here, now.
Now I'm 99% sure that the Matrix films did not come out when this film was made, so that Keymaster thing isn't a reference to that film. I'm unsure what it's a reference to. So now we're in this little hallway-ish area. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing of James Muir.
It's a portrait of John Muir.
Or John Muir.
Say, Sam, just who is John Muir?
Who's John Muir? Hey guys, this dope doesn't know who John Muir is.
You gotta be kidding.
What a maroon.
What a nib cow poop.
Sam, the dead animal heads are talking to me.
Where?
Up there.
Well,
But,
you really shouldn't tell fibs about dead animals, Max.
but,
Stop bugging me. I'm admiring this portrait of John Muir.
but who's John Muir?
Do you really want to know?
If you'll stop talking, sure.
Okay, hit it, boys. There once was a man named John Muir.
A naturalist, noble and pure,
His love for all beasties.
The most and the leasties.
has never been equaled.
For sure.
Okay. Let's see. I think that that's really all I can take here. So now we're going to go ahead into this room, and we're going to try and free Trixie. And
Bumpusville is proud to present the master of melody, the king of country, Mr. Entertainment.
I'm going to let you guys watch this because it's pretty funny.
Bumpus.
I hate floor shows.
I remember my childhood in Brighton, when dear old Dad would bounce me on his knee. He'd say, son, there ain't nothing as exciting as exposing beasts to inhumanity. That's why
This is really rockabilly, not
happy
country.
to be king of the creatures. I'm proud to be the lord of the old. I love collecting things with grotesque features. It makes me feel like some Chaldean god. Oh, I trapped my first tiger before I could speak. Killed me a bear when I was 3. And now with this Bigfoot and giraffe-necked freak, I finally have a full menagerie. Hit it, boys!
That's why beasts have been feared by the one, just to be the sorrow of us all. None of us can be what we are one.
Oh, it's tough to be a country western star. Thank you, thank you.
Your attention, please. Conroy Bumpus has left the building.
That, of course, is a takeoff on Elvis has left the building. So now I'm going to go ahead and use this key with the alarm system here.
Gee, thanks.
Well, back to the circus with you.
I'm feeling a little morally conflicted about taking Bruno back to the circus.
I'm not. Let's go, you big lug.
Stay away from him, you malefactor.
I'm not a malefactor. I'm a lagomorph.
Look, I'm not going back to the circus, and I'm late for a party.
Oh yeah, the Bigfoot party. Where is it?
It's at Evelyn Morrison Savage Jungle in picturesque Half-Life, Nevada. Bigfoots.
And their dates.
Only.
Let's go.
Okay, so now we have another location on the map. Let's see. So there's another location that I need to get on the map, and it's another thing that I'm unsure of. But I'm sure we'll get there. So now we're gonna go ahead and use the car, and we're gonna head out to this right here.
This
assuming
place
it's
is
supposed to be an outlet.
tiki-rific.
Tiki-rific.
Yeah, I feel immersed in native culture.
I just hope this place has authentic savage tiki drinks with that authentic tiki tang.
So, as a jazz musician, or I guess we could say, as a jazz student in middle school, I noticed this song, I think it's A Night in Tunisia? I don't know, but they're ripping off a jazz standard. You know, they're messing around with the theme. So now we're going to meet B movie star Evelyn Morrison, and it's pretty funny because they actually make some references, like this reptile queen thing here. There was actually a movie, a B movie, I guess it was about a giant snake or something, I can't quite remember, but they threw rubber snakes into the audience, and needless to say, it caused a frenzy. I always like to start with the odd statements or questions.
You know, you look like a really scary version of Evelyn Morrison, famed B movie star.
I am Evelyn Morrison, you cur!
Actually, I'm more of an Irish wolfhound than a cur. I've seen all your movies.
My favorite was Robot Terror from Beyond the Galaxy.
Is that the one where the alien says, Clam do Beretta Nimno?
No, that's Vampirus in Prison.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like Evelyn Morrison's autograph?
Actually, we just want to ask a few questions.
Evelyn Morrison is always available for interviews.
So, Klaatu Barada Nikto was a code that an alien gave to an Earthling in... it wasn't this island Earth, what was... Oh, it was The Day the Earth Stood Still, which was actually a good film. I don't think it was a B movie. If it was, it's a shame.
How'd you end up in the hotel business?
I bet it was a sordid combination of fast cars and fast living. Vroom, vroom.
It was the stars.
Bigger movie stars than you? Pshaw.
Pshaw?
No, the stars didn't get bigger. The rubber monsters got smaller.
I still say it was a lurid tale of sin and depravity.
I'll get back to you later.
Evelyn Morrison will be here. In the meantime, why not take some of these brochures? They have Evelyn Morrison's autograph on them, making them must-have collectibles.
Thanks.
Okay, so now we look at the brochures.
I hate it when you hum, Sam. It sounds like a high-voltage tower.
These are pamphlets for the Mount Rushmore Dinosaur Tar Pit and Bungee Jumping National Park in North Dakota, and someplace called the Celebrity Vegetable Museum in Goat Liver, Texas.
Goat Liver, Texas.
I think I like the humming better.
Okay, so now I'm 99% sure I have all the locations I need. So I won't be let into this place yet. But what we're gonna do is while we're here, I'm gonna
Here.
give this to this big fella.
This is great. Really great. I owe you guys.
And yeah, eventually we will call in that favor. So, I'm gonna go ahead down to Texas because this little task will take a little bit of time. Something you basically just gotta let it brew. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is Alfred Hitchcock here, I believe. It also kind of looks like Mel Brooks, an older Mel Brooks. Okay, so this lady will create vegetables in the likeness of the picture. So we're gonna go ahead and give her James Muir or Jim Muir, I can't remember.
What do you make of this?
John Muir.
Well, naturalist John Muir. This looks like a zucchini squash to me. I can do this, but it'll take a short while.
Okay, so we're gonna come back and get his likeness.
I don't think she'd want that.
So now, basically, these are Conroy Bumpus.
Maynard Conroy Bumpus eggplants.
I guess his 15 minutes of fame are about up.
So now I have an eggplant in the shape of Conroy Bumpus's head. And you can see where this is going. And this is one of my favorite scenes. So we're gonna go back to Bumpusville. Just for giggles,
it's customary to throw money into these things. It's customary to throw money into these things.
It's weird, I thought you could do that automatically.
I wish this game were over. Hold it. Get back here. We're dealing with a very literal well here. I wish I knew what Max was thinking. That was a waste of money. Nah, this thing's malfunctioning.
I wish they'd done more of that, but it's a little fun aside. It has no point really in the game other than to amuse you. One of those few things. So same thing here, you can look at all this jazz, but again, I'm interested in doing this expeditiously. Yeah, so this is one of my favorite scenes, and it's a great example of LucasArts making fun of LucasArts. Come on.
And stay out.
Now, at least we got the wig. And I think that's pretty much everything to do in here. I'm just slightly curious about that space now, what that looks like. Oh, huh. It's weird, you would think they would keep the eggplant in there. Okay, so yeah, that's all to be accomplished here. So now our concern is getting into the Bigfoot dance, and we have to do a few more things. But the worst of it is over. I think the hardest thing is getting that security key. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to Texas here.
Where's my John Muir vegetable?
Here you go, son. A zucchini squash that looks just like John Muir.
Gee, thanks, ma'am.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, so that's all set. Don't really remember what the point of that is, but yeah, so let's see here. I know that I need some things for a costume that I need to make. I think it has to do with this place here. So at this point, I'm just gonna explore a little bit and see what I can remember, if anything. Okay, so I know that I need tar. Let's go over here. Do I have a piece of twine? Yeah, I do.
Hi, my name is Rex, the Thunder Lizard. During the late Jurassic...
Okay. Not gonna bother with that. Come on, let me out of this menu, damn it.
That's a good idea, but there's nothing for the twine to catch on. Maybe later. I can't use these things together.
Maybe I have to
Hi,
sit through
my
the
name is
animation?
Rex, the Thunder Lizard.
Maybe later. It's 91 yards.
Hi, my...
Maybe if the jaw was angled better.
Say,
I'm gonna let it go through the whole
my name is
animation.
Rex,
Maybe that's
the Thunder Lizard. During the late Jurassic period, I was king of the dinosaurs. As you can see, my tiny forearms are quite useless. But I more than make up for it with my powerful tail, my muscular legs, and my savage razor-sharp teeth. Some people make fun of me because I'm...
There we go.
We finally got the tooth.
The whole tooth?
Nothing but.
Terrible joke. So, I know we're gonna need that later. And I think we need the hair of this woolly mammoth. And I do believe all you do is set max on.
I've seen hair like this somewhere before.
Your butt?
No, this hair has the same coarseness as Sasquatch hair.
You don't suppose they skin Sasquatches to make this cheesy roadside attraction?
Who knows? More importantly, who cares? Hey, Max.
Hey, what?
I've got a job for those mighty incisors of yours.
What?
See that woolly mammoth?
What about it?
Stop playing dumb and get chomping.
Okay.
Fine work, Max. Now we've got more full woolly mammoth hair than we'll ever need, and we've learned an important lesson.
Yeah, the woolly mammoths died of embarrassment.
Okay, so that's all set now too. So you can see I didn't quite remember what to do, but this game kind of has its own little logic. I don't know if I can actually go over to this dinosaur. I guess not. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to the tar pit. And this too is a humorous scene. Oh.
This place evokes a sense of wonder.
You have to wonder.
But before we do that, we need to do this. We need to take our cup and attach it to that thing. Because we actually are going to need some of the tar. then we encounter this funny character.
How can you take the smell?
After a while, your nose will go numb and you won't care. Trust me.
Hey, that furry pig thing is still down there.
That's the beauty of this tar. It's always at the right consistency and temperature. It could be days before you sink too low for us to find you.
I'm convinced. Let's go, Flyboy.
We're in law enforcement. How much would you charge us to use the bungees?
Enthusiastic law enforcement.
I'd let you go anytime. I'm partial to dog and bunny teams.
That's weird.
Works for me.
My nose is running.
Whose isn't?
Okay, so...
Bye.
So long, cutie. Wait, you need your bungee jumping safety suit. There's one hanging behind the screen.
So, what do you think?
It fits you just fine.
Ooh, stand back. She may pounce.
It's a danger I face every day. So, Max, what do you think?
A regular 007.
Are you sure?
Clint, baby, would be nervous. But get moving. I'm beginning to think you're stalling. Clint.
Baby.
Who's stalling? I'm just waiting for my buddy to come here and check out this spectacular view.
Okay, so we need to use Max to... I guess I'm just gonna go here.
I can't use these things. I can't use these things together.
Okay, well, I guess I just have to use that. Okay, good. He comes anyway. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this,
I can't use these
weapon thing with this, and we have to click, there we go, right on the tar, and now we have some. That may take you a couple tries if you're new to this game.
How can you take the smell?
After a while, your nose will go numb and you won't care. Trust me.
Bye.
So long, cutie.
I guess I have to walk through here and then take
Hey,
it off.
you can't leave with that on. Put that back.
Okay, cool. So... now we have all the ingredients to make our Sasquatch costume, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to use the tar.
Now the costume is covered with tar.
On that costume, and then we're going to use the hair.
Now we've got a stilt walker's costume covered with tar and faux woolly mammoth hair.
On the costume. So I think... Come on. I think we have everything we need to get us into the Sasquatch party. I think we have all the items that we need to finish the game. If we don't, just to warn you, we of course will be going back to collect them, but I'm pretty sure we got them all. Okay, so let's go back to the party.
It says,
close enough for jazz. Let's go.
So now we are going to use our Sasquatch costume.
I guess we could try it on.
that's really close. But you guys need something to cover that bunny fella's face.
Okay, I've attached Conroy Bumpus' toupee to the Stiltwalker's costume.
Okay, let's see if that makes...
I guess we could try it on.
Hey, that's a downright nice Sasquatch costume. I'll let you guys in with that one.
Okay, so now let's go on in and talk to Jimmy Stewart.
Looks like something important's happening.
Hundreds of years ago, it was becoming apparent that our time was running out. Yet we were slow to heed the warnings of impending doom. The
Okay, so we're
seemingly
just
slow
gonna skip
encroachment of
this scene.
mankind.
As a musician, I also thought it was cool that they included the band tuning up, rather.
Come, my darling, let me take you away from all of this.
Can Vanuatu come too?
Vanuatu?
Vanuatu, the Bigfoot chief, the guy who just gave that speech. My husband. Don't sweat it, Junior. If I had a tree for every time a teenage Bigfoot made a drunken pass at me, we surely wouldn't be in the mess we're in today.
Not really. Have you seen Bruno?
Bruno? Why, me and Mr. V have known little Bruno since he was knee-high to a pig. Salt of the earth, Bruno is. Nicest, most generous Bigfoot you'll ever meet. Dumb as a post, of course, but generous. Why, just the other day I was talking to my manicurist, Kimmy, and I said, Kimmy, that Bruno has got to be the dumbest creature to ever walk the surface of the planet. So she said, bow, 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 wabbada, wabbada, wabbada. And I said, walla, 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 oobada, 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 yib, yib, yib. Then she had the nerve.
What do you think about the pressing Bigfoot issues of the day?
God, I can't believe I lived long enough to hear you say that.
The answers were all there in my husband's speech. Pull together, embrace change, avoid extinction. And if that doesn't work, we'll eat all the humans.
Adieu.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay, so I can't get back.
Stop. Sorry, hon. Only Yeti elders are allowed in the pool area.
Okay, so now I'm going to get this pick, and this kitchen area has a scene. I think when you get through this door.
Yikes! Well, 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 a Bigfoot.
Sure is a scrawny feller.
A Bigfoot in the hand is worth two in the bush, Lee Harvey.
Sorry, boss.
Think nothing of it, old chap. Now, be a good lad and pop off to the bus and get the net.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bumpus.
I think I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit, because at least through my speakers it sounds like the music is slightly louder. Alright, so I need to figure out, or at least remember how to do this. Maybe I talk him down?
I'd probably feel more threatened if I wasn't so hungry.
You'll be well fed in my menagerie.
I'm not really a Bigfoot, you know.
Pull the other one.
Why do you persecute harmless Bigfoots?
Harmless? Harmless? I'll have you know my parents were killed by a rabid Bigfoot.
Really?
Well, no. Actually, I'm just a warped, evil person who gets his jollies torturing cute woodland creatures.
Well, that's a valid motivation, too. You'll never get away with this.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Wow, what do I do?
It's a nice pick.
Don't make a move.
Then I can't exit, right?
Don't make a move.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm feeling it.
Hey, Conroy.
What do you want?
Where'd you get that British accent anyway?
I'm originally from Liverpool, twit. You.
I bet deep down you really love Bigfoots.
I do. Especially with fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Silence of the Lambs reference there.
Where'd you get the extra toupee?
I'm only gonna say this once, so listen closely. I don't wear a toupee.
No, really, where'd you get the new toupee?
Any other questions?
No, really, where'd you get the new toupee?
Any other questions?
I can't be in your menagerie. I don't know how to play an instrument.
You'll be amazed how a few hundred volts speeds up the learning process.
You'll never get away with this.
Okay, so I think I need to take off the costume.
Maybe this'll convince you that I'm not a Bigfoot.
You again?
I left the net back in Bumpusville.
Forget the net. We're gonna disguise ourselves as a Bigfoot.
Why?
So we can infiltrate their ranks, learn their ways, and pick them off at our leisure.
Oh.
And no funny stuff, dog boy.
Yeah. How come I always have to be the tail?
Okay, so now of course we're going to
Point your toe, twit.
use Max.
Hey,
with the
Max,
door.
why don't you make yourself useful? That was fun.
Now future generations will be able to enjoy his atonal warblings.
Are there any more shrimp balls back here? Who are you?
We're the freelance police.
We just saved your collective hash.
Really? Then I guess it'd be okay to make you honorary Yeti chiefs. Walk this way.
So now we have access to the pool, which is good.
Could I have your attention, please?
Okay.
Although it's our tradition to allow only Bigfoots and their dates to these gatherings, these two have shown themselves worthy of our gratitude and our trust.
These are a naive people.
And so I'm granting them the title of Honorary Bigfoot Chief. So don't mess with them.
That's it? Honorary Bigfoot Chief? Where's the cash?
We don't want Bigfoot money, Max. It's probably made of tree bark or something.
I know, but it's the principle of the thing.
You may now wander freely about the convention floor without concern for your health.
Gee, thanks.
Think nothing of it. Follow me. Since you have proven yourselves to be friends of the Yeti, I have brought you here to share in our biggest secret. These great totem poles have been gathered from across the world and passed down from generation to generation of Bigfoots.
Like fruitcake.
We believe they hold the answer to our ultimate salvation. But the secret of their purpose is a riddle we've been unable to fathom.
Sounds heavy.
Like fruitcake.
It's real heavy.
Bruno.
Like fruitcake.
Why aren't you at the party?
Who can party while their world comes to an end?
Most of your mange-ridden brethren, apparently.
I told you it was a bad idea to spike the punch.
I thought it would loosen up everyone's imagination.
No wonder we're facing extinction. Okay, guys, here's the situation. The Bigfoot way of life is rapidly going down the tubes. These totem poles might be able to save us, but A, we don't know what they mean. B, most of us have been partying too much to figure out what they mean. And C, we Bigfoots have a hard time operating in public, if you know what I mean.
We wouldn't normally be asking for help, but we're desperate.
Well, that's how we get most of our gigs, so why not?
Great. Why don't you three get cracking on the totem poles? I'm going to the hot tub.
Okay, so there are several things here that will give you hints. This one here is obviously the dinosaur tooth thing, so... And here you have John Muir. This hair thing and this hand thing, I'm not too sure what they're about. So now I'm just gonna go over to the hot tub here. That's odd. Come on. There we go. And I'm gonna give the chief what I think I need to give him anyway. The pillow is one. Oops.
Hey, Mr. Chief, we found something that might tie into your totem poles.
Yeah? What is it? Hair growth tonic. Very resourceful.
We just like stealing pillows.
Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna give him is the James Muir vegetable.
I believe we've deduced the secret of one of your totem poles.
Hit me. Combination of man and nature. Inventive.
Is it soup yet?
Okay. So, let's see. So I'm now remembering that the vortex thing is something else I need to do, but I need something to stop it up with. Yeah, so I gotta figure out what that is. But the other thing I need to give him... Oh, is the dinosaur tooth. Or at least in this case, a fake dinosaur tooth.
Hey, Chiefy Poo, I think I figured out one of those baffling totem poles.
A genuine dinosaur tooth. I figured it might be something like that.
Did he say genuine?
Now I'm gonna head back to, I think, the ball of twine, because I need something to stop up the, what is it called? The snow globe with. And again, I realize this is a feature of its time, but it would be nice if they had like some kind of an equivalent of a warp for this game, where you could just access a map menu and just instantly go to a place instead of going through all these motions. I'm gonna go just into the party. Aha, there we go. Alright. So that's the wine we need. So basically, I just used the A guide that I pulled up to figure out where to get that cork. I didn't know where the wine was, I just kind of assumed it was here, which makes total sense. And now, I have to go back to the ball of twine. Because I believe that guy is going to open it. I think, anyway. So yeah, as you can imagine, I mean, this game, I think just me casually playing it is going to take
Take a
about
leg, Max.
an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours tops. And that's knowing, 99% of what I need to do. So when I was a kid, I don't know, maybe I would say maybe 10 or something like that playing this game. So I did wind up using walkthroughs. Okay, so let's try to get this guy to open this thing up.
Could you bend this?
Are you mad? I can't bend that.
I apologize for those using this as a walkthrough, but you can see this is the only snag I've hit, so not bad. Especially for not playing this game for years. I think the last time I played this game was after Hurricane Sandy, which was about 8 years ago. I did a walkthrough. Basically, it was just a screen record using a digital camcorder.
Could you bend this?
Sure. Just let me put this one away. Let's see it. How's that?
Great.
Nice, so now we have a corkscrew. It's funny, I remember not having a corkscrew and finding alternate ways to...
That seems to have gotten the cork off.
Shall we raise a toast to nuclear disarmament?
With this poison? Don't be silly.
Okay, so... now we're gonna go ahead, right.
I've got to use this elevator.
It's so dumb. Don't get why they couldn't just make both actions walk and use work there. So now we're going to go to the Mystery Vortex. For those that don't know, this use icon is based on this thing in the 90s. It was similar to a stress ball, but it was basically this character that when you squeezed him, his eyes and his mouth and stuff would bulge out. I have no clue what they were called, but they were incredibly popular in the 90s. Come on, let's get over there. So now we're gonna go into this area here, which is like the gift shop area.
Stuff give to over wonk oi odd tar.
I'm upside down, cutie, not dyslexic.
Oh. We'll be back.
Back, front, it's all the same to me.
Can we try the vortex?
Step right in.
Okay, so while we're in here, we're gonna have to use this stuff.
That seems to have capped the snow globe. It's an empty snow globe. Wow, the snow globe actually sucked in the pseudo-mystical energies of the mystery vortex.
I was hoping something like that would happen.
Okay, so... now we have the last element of the game, so we're going to go ahead and get back to the party there. We're going to solve the last totem pole, and we will be done with this game. Huzzah! So let's go back here. Whoops. Interesting music. Got it. This was another issue with games like this. It wasn't really an exact science. Insofar as clicking things, like, see here, I'm clicking this. I want to go here, but when I click here, it's just registering as going here. So, yeah. Come on, guys. No. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna give the mystery vortex.
I think I figured out one of the totem poles.
Let me see.
So I don't think I did too badly. I did resort to a walkthrough, only slightly. And there was only one thing I forgot in the very end. So I'm pretty proud of myself for not playing this game in 8 years.
A handheld vortex. Good thinking.
Thinking had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Well, that should do it, right?
Nothing's happening, Sam.
What's the story, Pops?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure you got the ingredients right, but... Of course, how silly of me.
What?
In order for the spell to work, we need a living Bigfoot sacrifice.
It'd be a shame to lose one of these furry fellas, don't you think?
Wait, I've got an idea, and it doesn't require high explosives. Wait here.
While he's gone, I'll go see if any of the Bigfoots wants to off themselves for the greater good.
I told you to keep playing, so come on, play. We're gonna sit through this because it's the ending.
That was one heck of an impressive display.
And actually highly destructive to boot.
Goodbye, Sam and Max. I'm not sure how I could ever thank you, so I guess I won't.
Will you and Trixie be heading back into the forest to live an idyllic, nature-oriented existence together?
Hell no. We're going to Vegas to get hitched. If it hasn't been trashed by all this crazy redwood nonsense.
We want to be in a place where we can sort of blend in, live our lives, maybe even raise a family.
Ew.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, you nutsy primitive man-beast, you.
You boys should be proud of what you've helped us achieve here today.
You mean the wholesale destruction of the symbols of modern civilization in the western United States? You bet we are.
Do we win a prize?
Well, oh, why not? This medallion has been a part of my family for untold generations. Wear it in good health.
Thanks, Chief. Max loves cheap sentiment.
Foil-covered chocolatey goodness. What's wrong, Sam?
I don't think the wizard has anything in that bag for me.
Well, I could give you my ritual headdress that I bought at Snucky's last week.
Ritual headdress.
I appreciate the gesture, but I've already got a hat.
Well, that's fine, too. Farewell, Sam and Max. Remember, though the night be dark, the dawn yet shall awaken and annoy you. Have a nice day.
I'll miss that old rascal.
I'll miss the way he smelled like a bag full of damp hamster shavings. Just like Grandpa. Hey, we forgot to get paid.
Don't worry, little buddy. I've got it all covered.
I hope you're happy. With those idiots on the case, we'll probably never see Bruno again.
Oh, lighten up, Burl. Hey, they're back.
Did you find Bruno?
Of course.
Bruno!
How can we ever repay you?
The blank looks on your faces are the only reward we need.
That and a big fat check.
Would you settle for 3,000 skee-ball tickets?
Close enough. Let's go, Max. You know, Max, I can't help thinking that we foolishly tampered with the fragile inner mechanisms of this little spaceship we call Earth.
Gosh, Sam, if a few hundred years of civilization have to be totaled just to ensure that a bunch of smelly quasi-human creatures have a safe haven for their disgusting lifestyles, then so be it.
You crack me up, little buddy.
Burl, did Bruno always have 4 arms?
So this was also cool because in Day of the Tentacle they didn't have this little interactive ending credits. You can see that you got R2-D2. Unsure who this guy is. You know, you can just basically shoot Day of the Tentacle guy or Green Tentacle. So yeah, that's this game. I hope you guys enjoyed my walkthrough/playthrough, and stay tuned for more computer games. I've done some N64 reviews as well, but I've noticed that I'm more into computer games, so I'm gonna see what else I can find on my hard drive to show you guys. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good one.